Wow. Okay. The overall energy of this reading, Capricorns, is the Five of Swords. Somebody you have not forgotten about that has walked away. You can't take your mind off of them when they're gone, okay? So I don't know if they've walked away, but when they're not around you, that's all you think about is them. You have all these swords of truth and clarity, and it looks like you're gathering more as time goes by. So your mind is really focused on somebody here. And it's like every time they leave, it's almost like all you talk about, well, maybe all you talk about, it's all you think about, is spending more time with them. Next up here in your highest energy, if I could talk, up here in your highest energy is a Knight of Cups. There's an offer coming in. It may have already come in, but this is a sincere love offer, and it's so sincere, it's sitting right next to the Hierophant. This is a card of, it's very spiritual, of commitment. It can be marriage. It's about traditional values and traditional morals. So, someone's coming in with an offer about, I think it's a marriage. I think it's going to be an engagement or marriage, because a Hierophant, which is a card for Taurus, by the way, might be strong in your chart, might be strong in somebody else's chart around this reading. But next to the Hierophant, the Four of Wands. This is a soulmate. This is a very, very special soulmate. 1111 in those wands. Union of two people with lots of joy that surrounds this card. This is a card of marriage. We have two cards of marriage. This offer coming in with two cards of marriage. Nowadays, it could be just living together. It can be any number of things, but it has to do with groundedness and it has to do with commitment. And it is coming in. Under the Knight of Cups is the Ace of Swords. This is the sword of truth, the sword of clarity. It seems to me this has been on their mind because it's under the Knight of Cups. It could be reversed. You might be the one that's going to make this offer, but it's something you've put a lot of thought into, and you believe your truth is that this is the right thing to do. This is one of those swords here. It's next to the Five of Swords, that every time they're not in your life, you just want them back in your life. And I think this is part of the reason that someone is coming forward with this cup of love, and it includes a traditional style of commitment. So on the other side of this Five of Swords is the Knight of Wands, and this is under the Four of Wands. So this person has a tendency to run in and out of your life. That's why you're looking back at them here. Male or female, they run in and out of your life. They're there and then they're not. They're there and then they're not. And there's a lot of passion involved in this. There's more happening here. It's like maybe it started as, just a fling, so to speak. But it's evolving, and it's evolving big time. So under the Ace of Swords is the Queen of Pentacles. This is your energy, Capricorn. This is Taurus, Virgo, or Capricorn, but this is your reading. It's under the Ace of Swords. And you are looking at that pentacle. You're looking at that offer, the offer of commitment, stability, and security. You are holding it as if it was something very, very precious. So you're seeking the truth. You're looking into it as if you want to know, the truth on whether this will last, whether this is the right thing for you to do. It's male or female, by the way, and it's right next to the Eight of Swords. So every time you're looking back, you're wondering if this relationship is ever going to become committed or more grounded than this energy of running in and out of your life. You've been kind of feeling trapped in this energy. There is so much that wasn't said. There's all these swords behind this figure. These are all swords of truth and clarity that you cannot see. You have no idea they're there until it comes out. And it's going to come out. with that Ace of Swords. So you've been feeling bound by this energy because of your feelings, okay? That special connection that you have with this person. Your feet aren't bound, your mouth isn't bound. And so you knew, I mean, I don't know if you knew this, but you could have walked out of this situation at any time. Instead of having to keep looking back at them when they weren't around and wishing that they were back in your life. You could have asked, you could have spoke, you could have done something. You weren't really trapped, but you were almost like allowing yourself to be trapped into this relationship. And it is because of feelings, because you didn't want to give up hope. You still had hope that this relationship will evolve, and it certainly looks like it's going to. Next to the Eight of Swords and under the Knight of Wands, this energy. This is the Lovers. Gemini might be strong in your chart, might be strong in their chart someplace. But this is that divine soulmate relationship. You have two cards of a very special, close relationship. When the Lovers come up in my reading, it tells me you were lovers in another life. And that is that special connection that you feel. So this is a very strong connection. They can't stop. It's almost like maybe they come in and they were kind of, run off and come in and run off. But the thing is they can't help themselves from coming back. They feel that connection too. You're not alone. And they're coming back with an offer. Either that or you're going to make the offer. But it looks to me like things are changing in this relationship. The pink moon, the pink full moon is tomorrow. And that is bringing a lot of changes about in people. My God, you know what? We're talking about the Knight of Wands here. This is what's been going on with them. Male or female, remember? So, I think they realize you probably had this communication, because swords are communication, about how it makes you feel when they leave. And it makes you sad every time you have to look back at them and hope for them and wait for them to come back. This is, it really a tower moment for them. It is a tower moment for you every time they leave, okay, and you have to look back. But it's also a tower moment for them. And I think this is something that they're realizing, that they don't want to hurt you. They are feeling pretty terrible about the way that they have been coming in and out of your life, because they now have feelings for you. They feel this special connection. So they were going through a period of confusion here on should I or shouldn't I offer this pentacle? Should I or shouldn't I? There's rocky waters back here, the pentacles back and forth, back and forth. It's like one day they're like, I want to spend the rest of my life with this person, which is you with Capricorn. And then the next day it's like, oh, I don't know, if this is right yet. It's just confusion, back and forth, back and forth. That's part of why these tower moments have been happening. And they're not only happening with you, they're happening with them. So under the Three of Swords here, we have the Three of Pentacles. So, they used to live this life of carefreeness where they would just, live in the moment all the time. So, there might have been other people or somebody else that they were dating or just dating whoever came along, but they always came back to you. It's that connection. So this Three of Pentacles, it's like three's a crowd. And, this is something that wasn't easy for them. They're going through a transformation, it looks like. They're actually got the Eight of Cups right next to that Three of Pentacles, and under the Tower card, they're walking away from that energy here of the Three of Pentacles and the Knight of Wands. They're feeling like the love isn't there with this other energies out here. And so they're kind of like walking away from what is superficial because they were living the superficial type life, but it was very connected with you. Okay? On the other side of the Eight of Cups is the Five of Pentacles. They were, even when they were playing around, they were thinking about you. They were like lonely in their time without you. And filling the gap with other people was not working. So big changes are taking place here. All this confusion about what are they going to do? They don't want to lose you. I feel like they are going through a transformation here of leaving the old life behind. And I think that's what they're walking away from. Because see this cup in the Eight of Cups, there's a cup missing right there. See that? And I think this is the cup that is in your highest energy. That's like they turn around, they pick up a cup, and they decide it's you. It's you they want. These other people just don't cut it for them. So under the Three of Pentacles is the Seven of Wands. Yeah, they've been blocking, letting this other energy come back in. It just doesn't suit them anymore. And they were also blocking this connection that they had with you, of the Lovers. But it looks like the blocking of this Three of Pentacles is going to win, because it's so much closer to this Three of Pentacles. And on the other side of this, and also there might be opinions. People might be saying things. This could be things that you've been saying to them that they were trying to ignore. But they were trying to ignore their behavior. They just couldn't do it anymore. They knew they were blocking the idea that they were living their life as like a fool, throwing caution to the wind, putting their head in the clouds, just dancing along carefree without a care in the world, not thinking about anybody else but them. But they found themselves at this place where they were at the edge of a cliff. Decisions had to be made here, because under the Tower, the walking away from this old lifestyle and then having the Fool all down in the same line, they're walking away from that. They're trying to change their ways, because they have come. It's like coming to a brick wall, and they find themselves in a position where they are going to have to make a decision. Are they going to keep living like this, or are they going to try to establish a grounded relationship with you? But I see them picking you because they are in your highest energy, coming towards you with a commitment of some sort. And then next to the Fool card, I have the Death card, and under that Five of Pentacles. So yeah, they missed you, as well as you were looking back at them. So the overall energy is you always looking back at them, wondering, where are they? What are they doing? When are they coming back? Causes heartache. You let that be known, what's going on here and how you're feeling. So they've reached this place with the Fool here, come to the edge of the cliff. They're feeling lonely. They miss you. They don't want to lose you. They don't want to feel abandoned. And they feel it coming on. They feel it. They feel the energy of you not staying in this relationship because of their behavior. So they're deciding, with the card of Scorpio here, might be strong in your chart or in their chart, they are deciding to leave their old ways behind and move forward towards the new. And that's where they end up approaching you with that cup of love that they picked out of all those cups right there. I'm taking out one more card for this reading. They're going to want to work on your relationship. I got the Eight of Pentacles. They want to focus and work on your relationship with you. So, wow. And this pink moon, this full pink moon, which is tomorrow night, and tomorrow night, this whole week is affected by it. It's making people change. It's making people see things in another light. It's a very powerful moon. You can look it up on YouTube. And so I think might be part of what's going on here, but do expect a love offer from someone who was running in and out of your life. And it's not just someone, this is a divine soulmate.